Delighted to be joined by Avni Yildirim, of course, and Joel Diaz, highly esteemed trainer also. Guys, you're out in Antalya in Turkey, getting ready for a huge fight on February the 27th against Canelo Alvarez. And we'll start with you, Joel. What have you seen in Avni that makes you travel all the way to Turkey and take part in this camp? You must have real belief in your guy.
I totally believe in my fighter because I've trained with him almost a whole year last year. And when I started working with him, I saw an athlete, a strong athlete, physically strong, determined to learn, and eager to go the extra mile. What I like, what caught my attention from Avni, I've had fighters from all over the world. And I've trained fighters with good discipline, fighters with no discipline, and fighters that are weak-minded. What caught my attention from Avni is that he's a soldier. He's a true soldier. If I tell him to give me 1,000 push-ups, he will not complain. He'll give me 1,000 push-ups. If I tell him to run 20 miles, he'll run 20 miles and he will not complain. And that's what a coach looks into a fighter, that is willing to do and commit, And Avni is a fighter that just needed guidance. He needed a little bit of education in the sport, because when he came to me, I saw his structure and I said, man, this guy's physically strong. He hits hard. He can take punches, but he's very one-dimensional. So I said, okay, I'm going to make some adjustments. Within a week, I saw the difference. He was using good defense. He wasn't getting hit. He was doing really good. So that was within a week or two. And then a month went by. And what happened with Avni doesn't happen to a lot of fighters. He was motivated. He was motivated to learn. So he looked forward to coming back to the gym the next day because he was learning. And he would tell me, coach, nobody ever told me this. Well, I wonder why, Common sense. A trainer is not just a person that holds a pair of mitts. A trainer is a teacher. A trainer is a mentor. Somebody that's correcting you to make you better on your craft. And that's what I do. Like I told them today, Avni, I am here because I have a goal. I said, you know how I am. I'm very, I have a lot of pride in myself. In every fight I've been, I don't like losing. My energy level is really high, and you guys have seen it with me and Bradley, me and Lucas, all these fighters at high level that I've had. They know that when that fight starts, I'm fighting with them because I was a fighter myself. And that's the kind of material I need in a fighter. Fighters that have the heart, fighters that have that eager to go the extra mile and looking for that win. We're not in there to just go perform. It's not about just performing. It's about looking forward to that victory, because it's a legacy at the end of your career. And that's what I want. I want a legacy that will speak on my behalf when I'm gone. And for me to take this challenge, to me, is an honor. Sharing the ring against Canelo Alvarez Canelo Alvarez is a fighter that everybody wants to fight, because he is the chicken with the golden eggs right now. But honestly, it's not about just fighting Canelo. I want to beat Canelo.
Avni's just gone to get the door. So when the fight was first suggested to fight Canelo Alvarez, did you have any doubts at all about whether it's the right time to take the fight, or was it straight away, this is the right time, we want Avni in there with Canelo as soon as possible?
Well, the thing is this: a fighter has been preparing himself for the best possible fights in his career. Avni has been he's fought for the WBC before. He's been at the high of the sport. Why not? I mean, what else is there for him? I know there's a lot of fights for him, but significant fights, and more significant than this one, there's no other. So I just figured, if the opportunity is there, let's take it. Opportunities don't come around too often in life. True. They come once, maybe twice, if you're lucky. You know what I mean? So this opportunity came to him now, and we just want to take full advantage of it as we're walking into this great opportunity.
And Avni, how do you feel about the Canelo Alvarez fight? Are you excited? Are you can't wait for the day to come now?
I tell you one something is just everything is possible with Joel Diaz, but we will do it. Is everybody knows? Everybody knows I am a strong fighter. Everybody knows I am a quality fighter. But big fights for me, big fights. I am a Turkish. I am a people champs. Is I think like everything will be good, but I believe in myself. I believe in myself, but everything is will be good. I will be world champion.
His weight is not an issue. You asked about his weight. It's been weeks since this was mentioned, and I was in touch with him and his manager, and we coordinated a plan for him to stay working here just until I arrived. And now that I'm here, he's in good. I mean, he's walking around at 180. He's probably like 12 pounds. Between now and the time to come is plenty of time to lose 12 pounds. He's already ahead of the game. He's been training. He's been following orders. But now that I'm here, now we got the intense work. Now the things are going to get pretty intense, and we're gonna work on every single angle and aspect for the Canelo Alvarez fight.
And let me ask both of you guys in turn. Do you both or either of you believe that Canelo is the number one pound for pound fighter in the world right now?
I mean, if you ask me in the personal level, no. To me, I mean, everybody has different opinions. To me, the best fighter pound for pound right now, and it's been for a while, has been Terence Crawford. I know a lot of people don't give Terence Crawford the credit, but to me, Terence Crawford is and has been for a couple years the best fighter pound for pound. And then from there, I mean, to me, it really doesn't matter if it's Canelo or if it's whoever else, but the number one pound for pound fighter, to me, in my own personal opinion, is Terence Crawford.
And the fact that a lot of people are talking about Canelo's plans for later in the year, so May, September, those typical holiday weekends that he fights on, and not talking so much about Avni, is that an advantage for you guys that you can prepare under the radar? People are focusing too much on Canelo.
Well, there's different tactics. Everybody has a plan. Everybody has a plan. But once the bell rings, that plan goes out of the window. Conor McGregor had a plan of fighting Pacquiao, and look what happened to him yesterday. That's a good example of it. Yeah. I mean, Conor McGregor, a highly rated, MMA fighter who had plans for a big super fight. He was looking forward for the future to fight a Manny Pacquiao. He gets knocked out by a guy that he beat before. And what does that tell you? That he was focusing in the future and not in the present. Yeah. We're not looking in the future. We're looking in the present. We're looking at what's happening now. I mean, if Canelo Alvarez has plans in the future, that's fine. That's his problem. And we respect that because, I mean, fighters need to look forward, but don't focus too much on the future when you got a heavy hitter in front of you, a guy that is willing to go and ruin your night. This guy can ruin Canelo's plans that night. So don't procrastinate. Don't take it light because those future plans cannot happen if you rely too much on your future and not in the present.
And Avni, just tell us in your own words, how do you beat Canelo in this fight? Is it KO? Is it pressure? Is it skills? What are you going to do on the night?
I don't know nothing. Coach knows everything.
I like his answer. I really like his answer because he's right. He's right. I put the plan together, and like I said, I've seen Canelo fight almost all his career since the first time he exposed himself on the national level and the national network level. But I will put a great plan, a plan that nobody has ever put before. And like I told Avni, you follow my instructions, and believe me, we can shock the world. We can shock the world because he's helped Canelo spar one time or two times, twice for two camps. So he knows Canelo, and based on that, I'm gonna talk to him. I'm gonna ask him, hey, when you were sparring Canelo, what were the punches that were landing on you? What was he landing on you? And I'm gonna be based on a lot of things. I'm a very smart person when it comes to training because I take pride in my work.
We know, 100%.
I analyze everything. I go back, I backtrack a lot of things, points that a lot of trainers don't see, and I will. And there's a lot of things that a lot of trainers don't do that I do that will surprise a fighter in a fight. And I just want to put it together in this fight with Avni. I left my camp back in California with 6, 7, 8 fighters training, and now I'm focusing only on one. So 100%. I got 100% focus on only one fighter, so I will give him the full of my ability and my knowledge.
Avni, tell us, as your coach was just saying, how was the sparring with Canelo?
It's 2 times sparring is with him. He taught me you are same like Golovkin, you are same like is, oh my god, Omni is come to every day to I do is 3 rounds sparring with other sparring partner, but he taught me Omni, I give you more money is 4 rounds 5 rounds sparring with you. Okay, no problem. I'm here for you, because I can help you. I told him I can help you, no problem. Okay, but 2 times, and then every day Omni come to sparring camp. Omni come to sparring. I don't want. My fight is important, My career is continue, but and then we will see. Now, great fight.
Did you think
real fight, not sparring? It is real fight.
Did you think when you sparred him in those camps, did you think one day in the future you would fight?
Coach, what to say?
Well, nobody expects that when you're in camp with the same person. But when you're not around them and you're following the same path in the same division, you eventually think, okay, we're in the same path, we're in the same division. If I keep climbing the ladder, eventually we're gonna meet down the road. That happens to a lot of my fighters. It happened to me as a fighter in the past.
Coach, let me one second. When I worked with Joel Diaz, I'm changed. Avni is changed. Avni is not same. Avni is not same. Everybody knows. Everybody will see. Everybody will see. But I believe in myself. I believe in himself. It's no problem. I think like everything will be good. No problem. We are team.
If he believes
we are coming.
If he believes in himself and he believes in me, we're gonna do some damage. I guarantee you that, because I'm a very aggressive person when it comes to fighting. When it comes to training, I like to put the perfect plan, and I'm gonna have Avni programmed from day one till the day of the fight, and I'm just gonna tell all the fans that it's gonna be a great fight, and we're not walking in that ring to go pick up a check. I'm not. I go in there to leave a legacy, because that legacy will follow me forever. And like I said, whenever I'm not here, that legacy will speak on my behalf when I'm not around. But that's part of every trainer, and that's part of every fighter. I know that Avni believes in me 100%, and I believe in him. That's why I'm here. So when you got 2 positive minds put together, you got some danger in there.
I told my coach, it's if you want, I do. If you want, I do. No problem.
And can you KO Canelo? Because we haven't seen him hurt for a long time, since early in his career now.
Well, everybody that's got in the ring with Canelo, they're intimidated. And I can tell you about Avni, nothing intimidates him. I've seen him in the ring. I have a fighter back in California. His name is Bektemir Melakusian.
Yeah, Beck the Bully.
Okay, when Beck and Avni spar, it's like two warriors going at it.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's how I know that. I mean, Beck was supposed to fight Kovalev, and I know Kovalev. I mean, he had doubts in his ability. That's why he had to, cheat in order. But he got busted on it. But when Beck and Avni got in the ring and did some sparring, that's when I'm like, okay. And I honestly, I'm gonna tell you, when I came to Turkey days before I came over, I talked and I did some interviews back in California, and I said, look, in one exchange between Canelo and Avni, it's a 50-50 chance that either or can go down because they're both strong. If they clash in one solid exchange of punches, and I think that it's a 50-50. Either or can go down. Canelo can drop Avni or Avni can drop Canelo. But to me, in one solid exchange, it's equal power because they both hit hard. Avni is physically strong. He hits hard. He takes punches. And Canelo's the same way. They're compact. And I can tell you is that in one solid exchange, it's a coin toss. Either or can go down, I'm telling you. But it's going to be a great fight.
Avni, you going to go for the KO?
Yes. Again?
Are you going to go for the knockout?
Go for the knockout?
God knows everything, but I want to this. I will do it. We will do it. We will do it.
I believe you. You've convinced me.
Everything is possible. Everything is possible, but with him.
Great stuff. Guys, I really appreciate your time. You've got a lot of work to do. I know that. Just by who your trainer is, I know there's a lot of work to do. So I'll let you guys get on with that. But really appreciate your time. And best of luck, obviously, for the 27th as well.
Thank you. You're at the UK, right?
Thank you for calling.
I'll send you a link when it's all out, so you can watch it.
Okay, thank you, man. Thank you, and I appreciate
Thank you for everything.
All the UK fans. They're always supporting us, supporting my team. I love the UK fans. Every time I'm out there, they greet me well. Hospitality is great, and thank you all, and look forward to his fight.
Great stuff. Thanks, guys. Take care.
Follow me, my brother. Take care of yourself.
We'll follow you.
All right. Thank you.
Bye.